SavDawg. Another week. This time, we're not in the DawgHouse. Well, we kind of are, but we're in the SavDawg Asylum. And it's kind of fitting, I know, for a lot of you, because has the inmate finally run the asylum? After all, the Ambrose Asylum, gone, so the SavDawg takes over, and SavDawg Asylum is rolling. Now, the reason why I'm saying has the inmate took the asylum was, if you look at the league standings, who is the #1 ranked team right now, and the only one sitting at 4-1? Oh yeah, me. Now, last week, I said I was going to beat Cody. I did. Facts. Everybody's kind of going, oh, well, look at what you did on offense. Your offense tanked. Your offense sucked. Blah, blah, blah. You know what? Even if it was good, let me tell you something. Cody raked it last week. I got to give the devil his due. He raked it. But I still won. How did I win? It wasn't by Dumb Luck Dynasty. It wasn't by, it wasn't really by any kind of luck. Did I out Cody? Some of you might think I did. But it was called strategy. You know why? Because I knew I was going to get beat on offense. I knew I was going to get beat on offense Friday. What did I do? I loaded up on pitching. Again, great investment this year. You have to give me credit on that, whether you like me or you don't like me. But I did it, didn't I? I went out, grabbed Jordan Lyles, nailed it. Sid Vicious, who's a resident of the SavDawg Asylum himself, did pretty well, gave me some innings. And, of course, I have Justin Verlander. All I needed to have done was beat Cody by innings pitched, wins, and maybe a hold. And Sunday, I got all of it. So, in the past, that's something maybe Cody would have done, and I would have lost that way, but I still won. And you guys want to talk about my patchwork offense? Yeah, they sucked last week. It also doesn't help when your 2 top outfielders is on the DL injured list, whatever you want to call it now. But I did it. Okay? I did it. I still beat Cody with the anemic offense. And if you look at my numbers on my offense, it's still pretty stout. So if you want to call a patchwork bedell, it ain't going to happen. Because I still have a pretty good offense. It's very dinged up, don't get me wrong. But I'll still keep fighting, and I'll still keep winning. Now, this week we're going to do a top 5 of most of the worst apps around on phones. So, we're going to talk about it a little bit. So, I'm going to do my top 5 because, well, it's the list of the SavDawg. Top 5. First, number 5 is the FS Go app. I just don't really like it. Nothing really against it, but if I really want to watch live sports, you can only get it like locally. Everything else would be blacked out. So it's not really all that cool. So you have that. Number 4, the Nintendo Switch app. The Nintendo Switch Online app, excuse me. Now I liked it because I play Splatoon 2 on it, and it really helps out, especially when you're doing online stuff. And I know certain people, Bidell, that like to not play online, and I get that because, I mean, it does kind of defeat the whole purpose of video games. But all I have right now is like Splatoon 2. I can't really use it for Smash Brothers Ultimate. I can't use it for Mario Kart 8, and I can't use it for a couple others, which kind of sucks, really. But to each his own. It's good for Splatoon 2, but it's just not good for anything else. Alright, so Nintendo Switch 4. 3 3 is going to be the minor league baseball app. Now, Mr. Canadian Tingle himself, Steed, made a comment earlier on the chat room saying that it is pretty bad. This year it is, because now you can't really do anything as the app. It'll just send you to a website, which slows everything up, which sucks, because it used to be one of the best ones. All you do, punch one in, you could see the updated game, what's happening in the game. Fun for me because, of course, I'm loving my minor league baseball. And by the way, catch out the Augusta Green Jackets in their new park, SRP Park. Parking is not that great, but everything else about that place is awesome. Hey, Harb, you're a Giants fan? Get there. All right, number 2. And this one I'm going to have a big problem in another month if there are some issues with the ballpark still, is ballpark itself for MLB Ballpark. You know, one of my favorite things on there is when you check in, you get to see stuff like, you know, highlights from games, and you keep it as a journal, and you get to see all the games you've been to and everything like that. And, of course, being a ballpark traveler myself, it's a very fun app to have, and you can see everything for every game you've been to, highlights and stuff. For the past 2 months, it says, we are working on your journal. We have not lost any of your files, blah, blah, blah. We promise it'll be back. That's 2 months ago. That sucks. It's not cool. I don't like it. And we have a big old problem with that ballpark, especially when I head out to Arizona and Los Angeles, when I see Mike Trout, when I see the Dodgers against the Diamondbacks. Thankfully, my Padres National tickets are already in. But if I get gypped on that, coming for you, Rob Manfred, the worst commissioner, not named Gary Bettman or Bedell. But I'm coming after you. Anyways, so Ballpark is number 2, which leaves us to our number 1 worst app right now. And everybody, I think, in our league will agree with this, is the Yahoo Sports Fantasy app. Yahoo, come on. Why did you ruin a great thing with the chat board? Huh? Why did you ruin? We can like messages. We can see who's talking. We can see who saw our posts. We could see all of that. What'd you do? You ruined it. Well, but fantasy football is coming up. We could do... No. Yahoo. Fantasy baseball is just as legit as fantasy football. We have a big old problem. I can't blame Bedell for this one, because that's all his, because that is not on him. And much as I want to blame Bedell on everything, which is kind of fun, I can't. It's all on you, Yahoo. Get your poop together, get your crap together, get your nonsense together, and put the chat room back to where it was, because that was cool and is very unfortunate, because it's not that great at all. I think I can speak on behalf of everyone. It sucks. But, yeah, I just have nothing else good to say about it. And I'm very disappointed, because I'm also very disappointed for the fact that you have to also go on a regular computer to change your profile name, to change your profile picture, which is not cool. Which brings me up to my opponent this week. You know who I'm talking about. Big Ant. Yes, you. As you see, I changed my name for you to the Ambrose Asylum. Should call it SavDawg Asylum. But we had a little bit of a deal, because I like what you're doing with your weekly name changes. I didn't like it at first, but I understand now. It's pretty cool. Yeah, I think it's finally found something that you can stick with, and it works. And aside from that, I've actually liked seeing how you've been doing in fantasy baseball this year. I mean, you've been, I think, in our league 1 year longer than me, but I think we both found our niche. And I'm not going to believe everything what Bedell told me about you, that you really can't hack in fantasy baseball, or you really aren't that great in fantasy baseball, or you just don't take it seriously and whatnot. All you do is, flip your lips on the chat room and everything that. I don't buy any of that, what Bedell said. I mean, I know you and I were rivals originally, but, I think we have a common enemy, which is Mr. One Benson Bedell Harbor himself. But, but this week, I want the very best out of you. I think you can hack. I think you're going to give me your best shot. I don't mind it. because you know what? I want everybody's shot at me, and I want a good shot. I promise you guys, I am not going to have any more Rafael Belliard offensive plays this week, that's for sure. Or, Billy Hamilton numbers. That's for you, Billy Ball. But I will make sure that I will fight Big Ant big time this week, I should say, and make sure that it's going to be a grinded out, bloody it around, everything, no holds barred stuff, battles with Big Ant. I'm looking forward to it. And I really would say I wish you the best luck, but nah, I still am thinking of our rivalry the last few years. I hope I kick your butt anyway, but I do want your best shot at me. For the rest of you, I have nothing more else to say about that. SavDawg out.